Alright. It is Sunday, September 30th, 2018 at 2:20 p.m. This is the Bigfoot video. I'm making a Bigfoot video today. Just gonna cover some pictures, cover a couple videos, and talk about a cool museum. Alright, let's take a look. Here, this article says exposure to the top 10 most convincing Bigfoot sightings. You see here the Patterson-Gimli picture. It was actually footage, but here's a still from it. It says for decades, people around the world have been fascinated with the legend of Bigfoot, Sasquatch, and Yeti, or whatever you choose to call it. Sightings of a furry, upright biped and reports of beastly footprints have been reported from as far as airfield and Himalayas. Although no definitive proof exists, often questionable reports continue adding up. Do you believe in Bigfoot? I think that's one very important factor when looking at any Bigfoot footage or just going out there and seeing if you see Bigfoot for yourself. Do you in your heart believe that Bigfoot exists? You know? That's an important question to ask. Alright. I believe that this is a female Sasquatch that they caught in the Patterson and Gimli film. You can see that she has breasts from the image, and she seems to be a similar shape that I've seen in many other Bigfoot videos. So if you ever get the chance to look at that footage, take a good look at it. Scientists have measured the length of the arms and legs, and it does not match up with human measurements. It matches with an unknown species. So that's pretty interesting also. Alright, let's take a look at these pictures. Here's another one. This one is the Marble Mountain one. Apparently, a youth group was camping in the Marble Mountain wilderness when leader Jim Mills noticed a strange-looking creature skulking along a ridge nearby. He filmed it for nearly 7 minutes, making the somewhat grainy footage the longest video of an alleged Bigfoot sighting. It does look like he's got either a backpack or a large hump on his back, just from this still of the image. Alright, another image. British explorer Eric Earl Shipton snapped this photo while trekking through the Himalayas in 1951, alleging that the footprint belonged to a Yeti. So, there have been, I think I've seen this this picture. I used to read a lot of Bigfoot and UFO books, and they usually posted this picture of the Bigfoot footprint in the Himalayas. Quite interesting to see. You never know, you could be hiking through a trail one day and then come across a giant footprint. My first instinct would be to take pictures of it and also look around so I wouldn't get jumped by a giant Sasquatch or something, you know. Also, my fiance, he has always said that if we're driving along and we come across a Bigfoot, he's driving the car right into the Bigfoot. He doesn't care. He'll be like, I'm just gonna go right in and crash into the Bigfoot. I've always found that interesting. He's like, I'm gonna catch it. I'm gonna kill it. Alright. Here is the called Independence Day film. A remarkably clear video shows an alleged adult Bigfoot walking through the woods with a cub in tow. The filmmaker and exact location are unknown. Many skeptics claim that there is a telling visible seam of a gorilla suit. I don't know about that. Let's take a look at the footage itself. Here we go. The 50 most convincing Bigfoot sightings caught on tape. And this is the video of that picture we were just looking at. Let's take a look and see what we can see. So apparently it walks up and it picks up a baby behind a rock, and then it just walks off with the baby. You see the baby that it's carrying. It looks real to me. It looks like almost like the Peterson Gimli film, the kind of head that the Bigfoot has. That looks so real. Look how she hugs that baby. I don't know if it's a he or a she, but the way it hugs the baby is like it really wants to protect the baby and take care of the baby. I can't believe that this footage is actually out there. That is really realistic. I personally believe in Bigfoot, but I don't know if it's like a dwindling species that might go extinct or something. But I do believe in Bigfoot. Alright, let's take a look at some Bigfoot best evidence tab on Google. I just said, you know what, I'm just going to look up what are the best pictures that happen to be on Google and look at them and see if they actually stand up, if they actually look like there is a Bigfoot out there, or if it's just a fake mask or a fake, doll or something. Alright, let's take a look at some of these. Alright, this looks like a gorilla just standing up in water, to be 100% honest. It could be a Bigfoot, it could be a suit, but it looks more like a gorilla. Just someone in Africa decided to take a snapshot of a gorilla from the back in Africa. That's my honest opinion on that picture. Alright, let's see something else. Let's take a look at this one. Alright, this one looks to have an ear, a visible ear, and it looks like a face. It is partially blurred, but from just the image of it, it might look like it's either a gorilla suit leaning against a tree or a real Bigfoot, and having the aspect of what we call blob squatch, meaning that it doesn't matter what angle you take it, it's going to be a blob with any type of camera or video footage. They just happen to be blob squatches. But it does look like it could be a gorilla suit in that instance. Alright. Let's take a look around here and see. Let's take a look at this one. Alright. This one, it looks like Chewbacca close up. You can clearly see the teeth, and that's a good feature. You can see a shiny nose, and then a little bit of the place where the eye would be, and a lot of hair. But it kind of looks like Chewbacca just chilling in the woods. That's what this one looks like. I would think that this would look more like a Bigfoot, but you never know if it could be a doll or something that somebody created. Really interesting picture. I like that one. Alright. Let's take a look at this one. This one looks like somebody just sitting in a field in a suit, because you can't see a face. All you can see is hair. It just looks like a gigantic mess of hair. It does have a strong limb. It looks like it has a very strong arm, if that's what it is. And you can see sort of a reddish brown hair. But you can't make any facial features. And you can sort of see its knee bent, like if it was sitting down on a field. That is a very interesting one. It could be somebody in a suit, but just from looking at it, I couldn't tell 100% if it was real or not. But it is an interesting picture, a good capture. If somebody went out there and caught that. Alright. Let's see if there's any other interesting... let's take a look at this bear one. Alright, this is a picture of a bear sitting in the woods, and then over its shoulder, between the trees, there seems to be what appears to be a Bigfoot head. That's kind of quite tall, if that's an actual Bigfoot, but it just seems so CGI to me. It just seems so pixelated. It might just be somebody just photoshopped it in, and, it could be created. It doesn't look too realistic to me. Alright. Let's take a look at one more. Alright, this one looks more realistic. It looks like you can sort of see the facial features on this one. It looks like it could either be a female from the breast and it's just going down the hill. It looks like somebody just was passing by in a car or something and took a picture real quick. And you can sort of see the facial features, which is quite interesting. This one seems more believable to me. But you never know. You could just take any picture, turn it black and white, and, while wearing a suit, and it could kind of come with the same effects. But it is quite interesting. I kind of like this one more than I liked the last one that was with the bear in the trees. Alright, so that's my analysis of a couple of pictures on the Bigfoot best evidence on Google. Take yourself, to Google, go to images and look up Bigfoot best evidence, and just browse through the pictures. You'll see a lot of evidence for Bigfoot and a lot of hoaxes. So discern for yourself. Um, look as you look through these pictures, because as you see here, look at this one. This one is what I was talking about. This is just fake heads of Bigfoot posted back to back, and you never know if it could be a real Bigfoot in the woods or somebody just plain trickery making fake heads and posting them in the woods and taking pictures. So you have to discern for yourself when looking at Bigfoots. Alright, let's take a look at this place, the Cryptozoology and Paranormal Museum in North Carolina. Me and my family, we're actually going to go on a trip here, and we're going to just nerd all out there, Just go to the museum and take pictures, entertain ourselves with possible stories and things that they have in the museum. I've heard from looking at the reviews that the owner has a lot of stories about Bigfoot and has a lot of interesting stories that people have told him. So when I go there, I'm going to ask around and see if he could tell me a couple of those stories. It is in Mosby Avenue, Littleton, North Carolina. Check it out yourself, if you ever pass by North Carolina. And also, put in the comment section below if you have any place that you would like sharing that has either a Bigfoot museum or UFO museum or any paranormal kind of place that you like to share. There has been another Bigfoot museum in North Carolina that was close to the Georgia border that we did go to. It was pretty awesome and amazing to see. So it is quite fun to discover new places and share them with the people you love. Alright guys, I hope you liked this Bigfoot video. I might make other videos. I already made a UFO video. It was actually a UFO live stream. I might make a couple on Nessie and a couple on other paranormal things like gnomes and things like this. So please stay tuned for that. And God bless. Hit the like button and subscribe.